Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it is Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? It is Wednesday. I seem to have more of a view on the table. How do I say that? There seems to be more space that I can see on the screen. Okay, well, I'm playing with the Tarot of Desires. The bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. Very gentleman energy here. Look, he's got his top hat on. Okay, and why are his angel wings like drawn in? Okay, so has he got to act like an angel? Walk like an angel, talk like an angel. Which is really interesting because look, the bottom of the deck here is do not retaliate. Walk like an angel, talk like an angel, prisoner, make we. I wonder where that retaliate, do not retaliate comes in. Okay, well, let's give these cards a shuffle and we'll see what the story is today. Well, what's the story in Balamory? Wouldn't you like to know? What's the story in Balamory? Wouldn't you like to go? Magic. The Ace of Wands, just like that, like my hand just appearing like this. Magic. Okay. I'm liking the colourings. They're coming in with my blouse. These blue skies. I can hear shouting. I don't think it's arguing though. Okay, so, I was taking, look, it's a cloud. It's a hand coming out of a cloud. But it looks like a cuff. A cuff. Off the cuff. That's probably best. When you're just off the cuff. Okay, magic happens. Be authentically in your truth. The Ace of Wands, an opportunity for passion, adventure. This is an opportunity for spirituality. Because those wings were penciled in. Oh, jumpy. Someone's building up their resilience. Well, it does give you a little bit of that prisoner energy. Who did you make a deal with? Did you make a deal with the devil? But we're getting strong and you have to be strong to face the devil. This is about working in partnership though. The Three of Pentacles. You might have made a deal with the devil, but your higher self, your angelic self, is working with you. It's like a chessboard. I was actually taken to drafts. Okay, things were a bit drafty. I feel like someone's like picked up the rug and shook it. Okay, we're ruffling some feathers. And it's all off the cuff. Okay, it's just coming out. Ruthless. You're feeling quite proud of yourself though. So if you had like a moustache, you would be curling up the ends. And I feel this slight satisfaction of enjoying like this position, like this role of you and the divine being like co-conspirators, not a word I'd use, but how about you're co-creating with the divine? Because this feels like you're watching the divine undo all the devil's work. Okay. Is there a saying? I don't know how it goes, but idle hands make what? Light work for the devil? Well, we're going to be light working on the devil. I'll bring it on. The devil's just fear, okay? And light workers can gobble up the ego, the devil, for breakfast. But that's not the correct approach, because underneath that ego is a divine soul, okay? So, divine, what do we do? Well, temperance. This is like, I don't like this energy. It feels karmic to me. And I always feel like, I'm not sure what, I mean, we could say it's a tripod, but I feel because of the water, this is like toxic. There's these hands squeezing the breast. It's like squeezing all the toxicity out of somebody, but like they're blind to it. But what's happening is all the goodness I feel that's going into this toxic is a karmic energy, which needs to be balanced out, because it's like you're putting all your goodness into it, and you see all this colourful goodness here, it's all being poured back into darkness. So you're pouring into darkness, and there's a lot of darkness within this energy, like so much dark that it's very strong for a light worker to, I don't want to say you're wasting, well, you're wasting your energy. There you go. It's so dark that, and that's the ego, it will eat up your light. It'll be like a little, you know, tiny flame in a massive tunnel. So, okay. So that's a waste of time there, pouring your energy into, well, this person's got a mask on. Okay. I was taken to the analogy that Wayne Dyer uses, and I suppose it comes in perfectly with walk like an angel, talk like an angel, if that's what you are, which we all are, until the ego gets its claws onto us and tells us otherwise. Where was I going with that? I'm not sure. There's a balancing out of, oh, the analogy, sorry, from Wayne Dyer. So he says, if you squeeze an orange, what do you get out of it? It's like, well, you get orange juice out of it because that's what it's made of. Okay, you don't get lemon juice. You don't get any other kind of juice. Orange juice. So, when you squeeze a human, push their trigger buttons, what do you get out of them is what they're made up of. So the devil's at work. My throat is excuse me while I have a chat. I don't think so. Just acknowledge it. And we bring ourselves back to love. And what really our soul wants us to focus on is being in this energy of love. But going with the flow, that stream is very still. I was taken to like, okay, feeling like a fish out of water, because you're used to doing it the ego's way. But I don't think so anymore. You're not going to think like the ego, you're going to think like your authentic, truthful nature wants to think. Ooh, justice. Bring it on. That's not a nice character there, that justice character. Again, it takes me to like, on the scales here, thinks that they're in control and I was going to say, and are going to fight against love. The ego will do whatever it can to defend itself against love. Because the ego knows that love conquers all. So it tries to scare us. But when you're a light worker, well, one thing about being a light worker is you have no fear. You are of the light. Okay. So you're out of the illusion. I can see the infinity symbol from all this anger, okay, from all this ego at play. It just makes love heighten its game. As for all this is forming the infinity symbol. It's like, try all you like. Love will still conquer all. Wow, what a reading. What a reading. Okay. So do not retaliate against the ego. And again it comes out. Do not retaliate. Because the ego is going to be telling, like, your soul, or try to tell your soul not to retaliate to love. Okay? There's no point. It's going to hurt you. This is ego talk. And love says, pipe down now. We will let you think that you've been in control, and you're really not. Because the energy here of the prisoner, but I was taken to a bumblebee, a honeybee, being drawn home to the queen bee. Crying over spilt milk is in reverse. These cards do not have any cards reversed normally in here. So we've turned that around. Oh, light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, but I feel like when I was explaining, like the light at the end of the tunnel, like that little flame, but it's there, isn't it? Keep going. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. You may not see it because it could just be that little flame, like in a big, massive hellhole. Let's call it that. But it is there. And it still counts. As you get closer to it, it will become more visible. I'm taking to like the shadows here now. Don't be scared of your own shadow side. Don't be scared of your ego. Attention to detail in reverse. Okay, so it's had your attention elsewhere, hasn't it? And taken your zest for life. And now you have inner conflict, which it doesn't really care about. It's your ego that caused it, not love. Love knows how to love. It doesn't need to be told how to love. So tap into your sixth sense. That's your portal to the divine, okay? Your true self. That's how you escape your ego, okay? Tap in to your sixth sense. Meditation, quiet time. And you can do this because it looks like the ego has got you busy at the moment. There's a very exciting opportunity coming. And you need to be ready. Because I feel this energy, otherwise you're not going to take it. You're going to be too scared. Quitters never win. Don't give up on yourself and what you want and desire and believe in. Well, it depends who's doing the believing. The ego believes in nonsense, stuff that doesn't make sense, but he'll try to get you to believe that it makes sense. But if you ever look at closely at which he doesn't want you to pay too much attention to detail, just do what he says, okay? Or her. whoever your ego is or other people's ego. They like to tell you what to do because they can't guide themselves, so they've got to guide others. Because if they could guide themselves, they realise that's what they need to be guiding others, not telling others what to do. You do you. What do you want to do? The ego's not really going to encourage you to do that. So quitters never win, and then we have a blast from the past. Yeah, we don't want to keep inviting him back to create fear, conflict, chaos internally because it belongs to you, or someone else's ego will have an effect on you, and then you take that on board. So shall we blast this? This is about healing the past so we can be ready for a bright new future. No more being embarrassed and ashamed. You're not the only person that has an ego. We all have an ego, and it's all our own responsibility to get it in check. Let's go to the magical mermaids and dolphins. We're going to the magic side of life now. It's so much gentler on you and more forgiving. I mean, it encourages you to forgive yourself and others. The more you get to understand you and how you operate, you'll start to see who's at play and when, and then you get to choose who comes out to play. You become aware. Okay, can we have a card, please? I'm not going to keep the reading too long. Synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. I mean, you have the first card here, which is divine magic. The Ace of Wands. This is you working with the divine, okay? Look for the signs. Synchronicity. Life's not against you. Your ego's against you. Being happy. Or the ego has told you lies about what will make you happy. You being able to be you authentically is what will make you happy. Okay, one more card, please. We have self-employment. You're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. Not everyone's a born entrepreneur, are they? No. They're not able to lead themselves, let alone others. Self-employment, it suits you. So rather than helping others to fulfill their dreams, how about you fulfill yours? It's all linked anyway. As you fulfill yours, you will encourage, by example, others to do the same. Okay, let's leave this message with a message from the journey of love. We're going to have to do this bite size, okay? So now we know what we're doing. We're going to get our we're going to put our ego into shape. Okay, you better shape up. It's like, you better shape up because we need a gentleman here, okay? You have ethereal touch. Card number 27. I want to have a look at that handshake there though. Okay. Card number 27. That's the date I was born on. 27. Let's read the message. Actually, what we'll do is we'll go to the back of the book, which gives us the paintings index. So 27 is revelation. Signs and synchronicities, look for them and notice them to increase their flow. Your prayers and questions are being answered. What do you want to know? Okay, let's read Ethereal Touch. Spirit is present in your very touch at this time, and you are having an impact on the world around you, particularly your close relationships, in ways that are far more profound than may be immediately obvious. The touch of your soul is ethereal, spiritual, of light and sound. It moves the heart and opens pathways of possibility through love, faith and trust that would otherwise be impossible to access. Trust in the presence of the divine in your touch, physical and spiritual. Your healing presence is making waves of love rise and stir in this world, and the divine lives and breathes through you, beloved. Who lives and breathes through you? The divine. Okay, just making sure we're getting this clear. Because your healing presence is making waves of love. We've sent the card. Your healing presence is making waves of love rise and stir in this world, and the divine lives and breathes through you, beloved. Remember that though the sacred temple of your body gives you with hands through which to hold and give, it is the soul within the flesh that renders touch a sacred healing. This oracle guides you to accept and embrace your healing abilities, and to trust that you can feel your way through life by opening your hands to receive and taking hold of the opportunities that are presented to you. You are meant to touch the world with your spirit. Can you see why the ego needs to step aside, please? Okay. Synchronicity, self-employment. This angle's very flat, isn't it? Okay, well it's all good. You've seen the cards. Okay. Hey, should we say cheers? Let's say cheers. Cheers to love. I'm going to go and buy a new. I'm going to go and buy one. I have manifested one. This is a phone stand. It does the job. I will go and source a more ideal phone stand for my recordings soon, when I feel drawn to. Come on in, Luna. You can go and say hello. You can go up onto the table if you want to. Go on in. That's my coffee. I don't think you really want any of that. A pretty girl. Okay. In a world of no coincidences and no mistakes, you were heaven sent. I thank God for the opportunity to know you, to experience your kindness, your generosity, and most of all, our love. How long I have waited to open my heart, to to bear my soul, to let my power comfort and my arms hold, to let my wisdom counsel and my love awaken. While this is only the beginning, when I look in your eyes, I know. And there's the fireworks. When I look in your eyes, I know. Wow, everyone's joining in now. Bonfire night was last night. There's no massive difference between a Tuesday night and a Wednesday night. Both nights. Okay. Guys, I will speak to you soon. Until then, take care of your ego. Much love. Bye for now.